Two of Gen Z's most colourful, self-confident South African creatives are TikTok star Kelsey Maggott, aka the Hairy Eco-Fairy, and her friend Catherine Groenewald. Online bakery owner, podcaster, and Miss SA Top 10 finalist. Like Kelsey, who has earned 1.5 million followers on TikTok, her friend is fast becoming a media sensation for her baking.
My name is Catherine Groenewald. I'm a 2021 Miss South Africa Top 10 finalist, and I have my own online bakery. I entered Miss South Africa 3 times. So the first time I made the top 30, which was quite surprising because I hadn't really prepared. The second time I didn't make it at all. And then last year I made the top 10. It was amazing to make it, and I was the first redhead in the top 10 in the history of Miss South Africa, so it was good. I have been baking since I was a very young girl. I used to love spending time in the kitchen with my mum. And in lockdown, I think everyone started baking, and I picked up a piping bag and I just started trying it, and I fell in love with it, and I haven't looked back. So this cake uses oil, flour, sugar, vanilla essence, baking powder, salt, and water, which I find quite interesting. And what I love about it is that it doesn't use butter. Butter's gotten very expensive, so that makes me very happy. When I am in the kitchen, I am in my happy place, and I show love to my friends by baking cakes and by feeding them. So today, I'm making a vanilla cake, and I'm icing it with 4 of my favorite colors, and I'm taking it to see my friends later to have a slice of cake with them, and I'm so excited.
Catherine always wanted to work in photography and television, but after countless rejections, it's her baking that got her a foot in the door.
This is a cake I did earlier. I have crumb coated it, which basically means lock all those crumbs in so they don't get all over the place. And I put it in the fridge just so it's hard, and it makes it a lot easier to pipe.
As a model and Miss SA finalist, she believes in being confidently beautiful. No add-ons or filters, which is what Kelsey is all about.
I'm 23 years old. I was born and raised in Cape Town. I am a social media creator, and I go by the Hairy Eco-Fairy. So I'm really passionate about body normativity and slow living. So personal to me, it's been specifically focusing on my body hair journey, and on social media with women specifically that embrace their body hair. There's a lot of shaming and violence against women who choose to embrace their natural bodies, whether that's body hair, embracing scars, cellulite, fat, bones. So for me, kind of normalizing my body with my body hair is something that's personal to me and something that I could really relate to and speak about because I have a lived experience of it.
Hello, welcome.
Catherine.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Come sit down. I'm gonna help me inspire me here.
I see we matching, me and the cake.
I know, I didn't even plan that. Do you know that? How amazing. Okay, so I think basically now I'm just gonna fill in all the gaps.
Okay.
And the yellow, you know, I never usually pick yellow, but I actually kind of like the brightness.
I like it. What inspired the look?
I've been spending a lot of time on Pinterest.
Okay.
And it's kind of a really trendy cake on Pinterest at the moment. And I picked my favorite colors, which is pink, purple, and turquoise, and then I decided to throw in yellow because it's summertime. And it makes it nice and bright. And it's done.
Gorgeous. We have to film a TikTok with it, please.
Let's do it.
While this cake maker keeps the kilos off by being a fitness instructor, both she and Kelsey are all for loving your own body and who you are.
So how I was inspired by seeing other women kind of embrace their bodies. I would hope that my followers on TikTok would be inspired to do the same, to just be who they are, accept that their bodies are not perfect and that they're normal. Self-confidence to me means being comfortable. So being comfortable in your skin, being comfortable with who you are and being able to express that. So with dancing, I go into kind of a different headspace and I'm able to be really sassy and kind of let loose. And also being able to embrace my body hair in those moments is something that is really liberating for me, and people also really enjoy it on TikTok. So that's been really cool.
Central to the message of this eco-fairy is another cause, sustainability. And the thrifting approach to fashion has been an eye-opener for her 1.5 million followers.
I was first introduced into thrifting and kind of slow fashion when I started at the University of Cape Town because it's so close to Observatory. So when I came to Lower Main Road, I saw all of these thrift stores and they looked so funky and cool. So when I went inside, I just fell in love with how unique and different all the pieces were. What I love about slow fashion and particularly thrifting is I'm able to kind of heal my relationship with clothing, where I'm not just over-consuming things that are of a low quality. Where thrifting comes in, I'm able to give pieces a longer life and also keep the garments out of landfills, because that's what happens when people don't use clothes anymore and there's too much of them. They go and sit in landfills.
So now that we've got all these things in our hands, I want to know from the profession herself, what makes up a good thrifted outfit? What elements are great for a thrifted outfit?
I would say personal style is everything. So whatever jumps out to you, take it and try it on. I feel like style is political, as opposed to being told what is in fashion and what we should wear, kind of reclaiming what you like, what brings you joy. That's the best outfit.
That's good advice. That's really good advice. I agree.
It's best to let imagination be your guide.
I'm definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm really enjoying it. I think that's a really good place to be. And I'm struggling to find things that work with my personal style, but that's what's so exciting about it. I'm challenging myself to find things that I wouldn't usually pick, and Kelsey's definitely helping.
I chose this yellow shirt. I love that it's a bright pop of color, and I love that I can kind of rework it however I want according to the outfit that I'm wearing. But tell me about what you got. I love this look.
I actually really love this. What a find. It's an oversized denim jacket. I love an oversized bomber, so I'm a happy woman today.
I'm glad.
Kelsey campaigns for causes she believes in by keeping her content entertaining.
So hairy eco-fairy kind of sums up what I'm passionate about. So the hairy part is obviously me and my body hair journey, but then the eco-fairy part is just how I try and live my life, is taking into account the impact that I have on the environment, on others and on animals. Where slow fashion comes in, I'm able to be a conscious consumer with the buying power that I do have.
Essential to how these two young women back themselves in what they do is having friends like Mbali Mtembu and Tatiana Martins.
Friendship is something that makes up a lot of my life. I love socializing. I'm always out and about, and I've had the same friends since I was in junior school, and I can trust them with my life. And I think what's most important is that they're there when I need them, and I can be myself around them. And that's all you need in a friend, I think.
Catherine's cake is absolutely incredible. It's stunning. You can see she's literally thrown everything into it. It's wild, it's crazy, it's got personality just like her. I mean, colorful, quirky. It literally is a representation of Catherine as a person.
The world isn't short of influencers posting pictures of their lunch. What Kelsey has chosen is far more challenging subject matter.
Kelsey has a lot of great qualities. I think her best are that she's very loving, she's caring, and that extends beyond with just people, but she loves and cares about the environment, animals, and she's very genuine. What you see is what you get. There's no surprises, and yeah, she's very secure in herself, confident.
My mom's always told me the quote, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So that's what I'm drawing from. I definitely want to work in a field that I'm passionate about and that I love. And I feel like if I push, I can do it with social media.
I think self-confidence is something that it's a lifelong journey. You can't just become self-confident overnight. But I think it's something that every day you work on a tiny bit, and every day you'll feel that difference. And I think one thing that I always remember is that there's only one of me, and that's my power. And I think being unique and being proud of your uniqueness will shine through at the end of the day, and that's what's most important.
To Catherine and Kelsey, it's as important to put down your phone, look up, get out, live life in full color and in the moment.
Get more of the Insider SA online. Follow, connect, engage, and be inspired to live better with the Insider SA. Watch the show Monday evenings at 5:30. Repeat Saturday at 1 on S3.